My dear students of class 11, this is the very first activity for you, that is to know about the parts of a compound microscope. Now, why you should know about the parts of a microscope? So, I should discuss here that microscope is a very important instrument in a biological laboratory. It magnifies and resolves the image of the object that is seen through it using the combination of various type of lenses. Now, compound microscope is a complex, you can see assemblage of various combination of lenses, and that magnify image formation of the microscopic biological object, might be a cell or a tissue, and help in studying the various type of details of the cell and tissues. So that is why it is very important for you to know about the parts of a microscope. So without doing any delay, let me start the activity. Before I discuss about the parts of the compound microscope, let me discuss about two very important terms related to the working of a microscope, that is magnification and resolving power. Now, what is magnification? It is the ratio of the increased image to that formed on retina of an unaided normal eye. This is termed as magnification of the microscope. It can be 5x, 10x, 40x. This indicates the strength of the magnification. Now, magnification of the compound microscope is determined by multiplying the values of the magnification power of the objective lens multiplied with the magnification power of the eyepiece of the ocular lens. Now, suppose the eyepiece is of 5x and the objective lens is of 40x. So, what is the magnification? That is 5 into 40, that is 200 times. So, here we see that the magnification is 200 times more than the original structure of the particular organism or whatever we are viewing. Next is the resolving power. Now, resolution is the minimum distance at which the distinction of two closed points as two separate points are possible. Now, the formula for obtaining the resolving power of the microscope is R is equal to lambda by 2 NA, capital NA. So, lambda is the wavelength of the light source, NA is the numerical aperture. Since numerical aperture is negligible, so it can be ignored. So, thus the resolving power, that is R, is equal to lambda by 2, because we are ignoring the NA. So, lambda of the visible light is 4000 to 7000 Armstrong. So, if we take the average of 6000 Armstrong, so what will be the resolving power? It will be 6000 by 2, that is 3000 Armstrong. So, therefore, the resolving power of the light compound microscope will be 0.30 micron or 3000 Armstrong or 300 nanometer. What do we need for this experiment to study? That is, we need a compound microscope. We need a muslin cloth for cleaning the parts of the microscope. We need lens for cleaning fluid also, and lens cleaning paper. Now, what is the procedure of the experiment? Now, let me describe the mechanical parts of the compound microscope. First is the base or the foot. Now, this is a horseshoe shaped metallic structure that supports the microscope, that is placed on the table or wherever you are keeping it. Next comes the pillar. It is a vertical projection. You see, it is a vertical projection of the base. The arm, it is the vertical and curved part of the microscope which connects the body tube to the base of the microscope and is used for handling the instrument. So, it can be lifted to different angles of the inclination joint. Next comes the inclination joint. Now, the arm is attached to the pillar of the at this joint. The microscope can be tilted at this, you can see. Next comes the stage. Stage is the flattened, mainly flattened, flat or round or square, rectangular, whatever shape may be. There is a platform which is attached to the lower end of the arm. The slide or object to be magnified is kept on it. Next comes the stage clip. These are mainly two metallic clips that hold the slides firmly on the place. And next comes the diaphragm. Now, it is attached to the base of the stage and regulate or adjust the amount of light entering in the microscope. Next come the condenser. Two or more lens systems that gather together and focuses the parallel part of the beam of light from the illuminator onto the specimen being viewed is called the condenser. Now some microscope don't have this part. Next come the body tube head. It is a tubular hollow part. It is attached to the upper part of the arm. It is also known as body tube simply. So it connects the eyepiece to the objective lenses and can be moved up and down with the help of the screws. Next comes the nose piece. Now it is a circular metallic rotating structure which is attached below the body tube. Now there are three different objective lenses which are fitted to this nose piece. The viewer spins the nose piece and selects the different objective lenses. Next come very important, that is a coarse adjustment screw. It is a big screw. It helps in moving up and down for general focusing of the object. And then come the fine adjustment screw. It is a small sized screw which is mainly used for focusing the object and increases the details of the specimen. So it is used for high magnification focusing. Optical parts in the microscope are plano-concave mirror and the objective lenses. So the plano-concave mirror, it is attached to the lower part of the arm and has plano-concave surfaces which are used to reflect the converging light rays from the external source. Might be sunlight or the light sources you are using, electrical light source like tube light or whatever lamp you are using, to the bottom of the stage of the microscope in order to brighten the illuminated object. Next come the objective lenses. There are three types of lenses. Low power objective lens for magnification power of at least 10x. High power objective lens may be of 40x or more than that. And the oil immersion objective lenses with magnification power of 100x. Instead of like in this third type of objective lens, in some microscope the cedar oil is used as the immersion oil. Next come the eyepiece lenses, or which is also known as ocular lenses. Now these lenses are fitted at the top of the body tube through which the magnified image of the object can be seen. Now it has the magnification of 10x or 15x. So you need to take care during handling the microscope. The lenses and the metallic parts should be cleaned well with the help of tissue paper or muslin cloth before you use it. It should be covered when it is not in use. The objective lens should be removed ordinarily from the nose piece, and the slide should be focused in the low power first and then in the high power. And always handle the microscope, the operating screw, condenser, etc. very carefully. And proper careful placing of the microscope is very important when it is not used. And after using the immersion objective lens, wipe the lens to remove the oil. Otherwise it becomes very smudgy and very unclean. Now what is the working of a microscope? The mirror is adjusted in diffused source of light so that sufficient light enter into the microscope. The light entering into the microscope should be regulated to minimum by the help of diaphragm and adjustment screws. Keep a clean prepared slide on the center of the stage such that it lies just under the objective lens and completely illuminated by the diaphragm. Next, locate the object and focus it under the low power objective by using coarse adjustment screw for obtaining the higher magnification. Turn the nose piece to get next higher power by using fine adjustment screw. The higher power objective should be used only when object is properly mounted under the cover slip. So what are the precautions likely to be? So hold the microscope with both the hands in the upright position while carrying it. Always change the low power objective lens after using the high power objective lens. Do not move the coarse adjustment screw while using the high power objective lens. And while observing the objective lens should be carefully adjusted so that to avoid touching the slide may break the slide. And always observe the objects of the slide under the microscope with both the eye open. My dear children, hope you understood how to handle a microscope. What is resolving power, what is magnification, what are the various type of objective lenses, plano-concave mirror, what is their importance and uses, and you have also saw here that how does a microscope work and the mechanical parts. So hope in the next activity you will be doing the various type of preparation of slides where you can easily place it on the stage of the microscope and view the specimen which is given in the slide without any type of difficulty. Thanks for watching.